Hi guys, I'm Steve and this is Rach.
This is Velma and Daphne is under the table and we're broke as fuck travellers.
So we just wanted to do a little video, I suppose just about who we are and what we plan on doing. So in a couple of years we plan on travelling full time. So over the next 2 years we're just doing some smaller trips, making sure the car's set up how we want it, the van's set up how we want it, and we only have what we need to have to take with us, so we're not overloaded with stuff we don't need when we go on our main trip. So I suppose 3 years ago we started looking at vans. Went there a couple of years in a row with an idea of a van that we wanted, but then we're just sort of disappointed with either their approach as sales people towards us, or just finished product, just not quite being finished off how we would have liked. And then 2023 we ended up going back to Masterpiece, and spoke to Bobby in the performance at that time. And
Yeah, well we were drawn back to Masterpiece. We went down for one brand, went and had a look at Masterpiece because they were there, and then the next year we went back to have another good look at Masterpiece. And then we had a good chat with Bobby and Ramon there, and it was questions were asked and we got answers, and if that was something that they couldn't do, it was they explained why they couldn't do that, and then but offered another option or something that we hadn't thought of. So we never went down there to sign on the dotted line that year, but we did walk away with locked in,
fixed price,
but a deposit paid and a factory tour booked in. So we walked away there pretty excited and positive after all the dealings with Bobby. They asked a couple of questions. It's like, what are you towing with? And where are you going? And that was, well, we've got a Chevy, and he said, righto, well, weights are not an issue. So then we moved into the Optimum, because we're obviously wanting to do the Gib and all those off-road things, and that's then we got down to the nitty-gritty of personal preferences. Like, I didn't want gas inside my caravan, but we wanted to have the Weber Q outside. There was just little things that they adapted.
Yeah. And then I suppose once we'd signed up, then we got the news that Rach was crook. I remember ringing Bobby and saying that I didn't know how this was going to go. I didn't know if the van was even going to be a thing. And him and Ramon just kept saying over and over again that it didn't matter. The van build was going to be there when it was there to be there, and they just wanted to make sure that Rach was alright. And then over the next few months, just phone calls and messages, and it's not, hey mate, how you going? It's always, how's Rach? Is she alright? I said to say, that the fact that people talk about caravan as a families and whatever, you truly do feel like you're a part of the family when it comes to Bobby and Ramon. When well, that's definitely how I felt anyway through that situation. And then we're lucky we got the great news just before Easter that it had gone. You'd beaten it, and it was just in time to go down to the factory tour and pick all your colours, your browns and all the other colours that you've picked, which I reckon have come out pretty good.
Yeah. And then we modified a few cabinetries things, because I wanted to bring my Thermomix. Bobby did remind me that I do need to leave things at home sometimes, but he did. The boys were excellent. They built me a cupboard with the perfect measurements, so my Thermi fits straight in there for travelling. Nothing was too much of a bother to ask for. And after sales are amazing. Like Sam.
Yeah. We had
Is it Sam?
Who? Michael? Warranties?
No, Sammy is the other
Sammy?
one. The
Sammy
Carlton
the salesman.
supporter.
Yeah, Sammy's at Escape RV, the salesman. He's been super helpful with all our stuff along the line at the factory pickup and racing me down to main roads to get Victorian plates for our caravan because we couldn't take a month to travel home on a permit. So thanks to Sammy. But yeah, Michael, the warranty people and that, we've had a couple of minor issues and nothing's too much of a trouble. It's just ring up, phone calls done, boom. A couple of days later we've had an email and parts in the mail, so it's been fantastic as far as that goes. And I suppose we're going to do some of these videos just like a walk around of the van, inside and outside, in the car and that. We're mainly doing this just for our grandkids so they can watch it and share it with family and friends, but if it helps someone else out along the way, then that's great too. So I think we'll just squeeze some little trips in while we're still working, and
Yeah, it's trial and error. Do a few trips, know what works, what doesn't work, what we need to pack, what's excess to needs, and filter it all out.
go from there.